Hello everyone, welcome to the United Stand. It's road trip time. Early doors Saturday morning, United against Norwich. Not exactly the game that you would sort of earmark for the weekend as the one to look out for. Not with the FA Cup games going on, and there's so many better games than ours going on today. Our first untelevised game I can think of in a long time for United. And to be honest, like I said then at the start, it's like, yeah, you can see why. There's just more important things going on. This time of the season, there's usually intrigue and interest with Manchester United. But honestly, today's game probably just goes by the wayside in terms of the neutral public watching audience. It's one of them, it's like, United Norwich, you probably expect a dullish sort of game and United to come out on top eventually. And that's how I see it today, to be honest. The most exciting thing about today is we've actually got two youth team players in that matchday squad today, in Garnacho and Hannibal. You'll see with what we've done now with the United Stand, we've done preferred instead of predicted starting 11s. And I've got Garnacho and Hannibal both in my starting 11. I've actually got Alanga, Hannibal and Garnacho in my starting 11 today. I've also got Matic in today. And I need to start with Matic. Matic, well, my whole social media sort of standing has come alongside the surname Matic. Obviously, it's quite a big thing for me. I started my United Stand career as such as that guy who looks like Matic on the fan cams. Seems a long time ago now, and it does seem like Matic has been here for a while as well. What's he seen? 4 managers himself. Near enough 4 managers himself, let's see, Jose. Yeah, he has. He's seen 4 managers himself. If he was staying this summer, he would have been on his 5th manager at Manchester United. That's crazy to think, isn't it? Obviously, all the rumours and all the stories at the moment are on Ten Hag. That's the only really interesting news around Manchester United. And all anyone is concerned about is what's happening after this season finishes. After today's game against Norwich, 6 games left. 2 of them instantly next week, which is Liverpool and Arsenal. I do believe that by the end of next week we will have heard something regarding Ten Hag. I said this a while ago. I think the announcement will come because I do expect us to lose to both Liverpool and to Arsenal. And I think our season then, with 4 games to go, will pretty much be set in stone in terms of what we can actually accomplish and where we will finish. I do believe we will finish in the top 6, top 7. That does mean Europa League or Europa Conference League football. The games ahead are not games that you would expect us to take anything from after today. Liverpool and Arsenal, I think then that, if we do lose both of them games, which I see us doing, then I think that will be it. I think we'll know then that Champions League is completely off the table. I've said it was off the table after Watford for me, officially. Obviously, I didn't expect us to get top 4 the way we were playing anyway, but after that Watford game, you can't beat Watford at home. You can't beat Everton away. You've got Norwich today, then you don't really belong in the Champions League, to be honest. You don't deserve it. And Ralph's pretty much said that himself. He said, look, we don't deserve it playing the way we did against Everton. We've seen the fan reaction. I was there. I was right front and centre seeing the players' reactions to the fans walking off the pitch. There's no connection there, and there is no sort of willing or effort. And through the week I've listened to I've listened to pundits, I've listened to so-called experts, but fans as well, mainly because the fans are the important ones. The fans are the voice that see and understand what's going on at this football club. Yeah, you've got the journalists, and the journalists you can take note of, you can, because they do, and the specific correspondents for each club or each city, they go to every single game, so they hear the fans, they see what's happening on the pitch. Not all of these TV pundits and not all of these people on the radio, ex-players, ex-managers and whatnot, see Manchester United every single week like we do. The most important people and the biggest critics and most important, like I said, opinions are the fans' opinions. You're probably going to hear fans' opinions today because there are protests today as well. Ralph has been talking about the protests today. He's still backing the fans. We've seen fans actually outside Carrington yesterday as well, trying to cause disruption. The fans are at their wits' end with everything. We're hearing talk of the stadium redevelopments and stuff like that. There's just nothing I could see the Glazers doing or this ownership doing to turn the fans at the moment? I mean, I have to agree with what Gary Neville said in terms of clear the debt, regenerate Old Trafford, however worst case scenario, rebuild Old Trafford, plough everything that this club earns back into the football club, leave us with no debt, start actually putting a structure in place, then yeah, I think that would be where the fans would say, okay, right, fair enough. We have spent a lot of money over the last few years, but honestly, the amount of money that the Glazers have taken out, that could have been reinvested in the infrastructure of this football club. The fact that the women's team are squeezing into a training complex and haven't got the facilities to train, yet they're actually pulling up trees this season, and credit to them. This is why these protests today are probably going on. It's time. And when we protested last time, it was mainly because of that Super League. It brought the whole fan base together. This fan base isn't together at the moment. There's too many splits and divides. And it's going to be interesting to see how this actually pans out, and if it continues, whether this fan base will come together. Everyone here on the United stand is all for a combined and together fan base. It's not there, and over time, maybe if that happens, we'll have a stronger voice. But ultimately, right now, everything that's not happened from that Super League that the owners have promised, everything that they said they would do, hasn't really come to fruition at all. All I've seen at Old Trafford get better since that Super League is probably the odd banner on front of the East Stand that changes every couple of weeks. That's all they do. That is nothing else. We've had times when there's been no transport outside. That's not United's fault. But then again, at the time, I did say, look, there is no transport. And in the announcement, while the game was on, they said, look, please make prior arrangements. Please organise different transport to get home. There's no Wi-Fi and no signal at Old Trafford, so no one can actually ring out. The food not being on at Old Trafford. All of these little things, and it seems like I'm bringing up old news and old stories, but I'm trying to explain why today at Old Trafford there probably will be protests. The fans have just simply had enough. They really have. And for me, I can see why. Everyone is fed up. The football on the pitch, the news off the pitch. It's not a nice place to be right now. And this is why I see United putting out news regarding Ten Hag. They need to deflect away from what's going on. Going on the pitch today, I don't think we can expect much better than what we've seen over the last few months. Are these players going to be able to get up for a game against a team that's already relegated? It is an absolute nothing game. Matic has come out this week and said he's leaving. I had him in my team today. I still want him in my team. I still think he's our best midfielder. But are these players going to be able to pick themselves up? Oh, no, never mind pick themselves up. They've been flat all season. It's not on... I think it's the wrong thing to say is pick themselves up. It's more a case of, are you going to show willing? Are you going to give something back to the fans today? Put on a show? I don't think they will. But I'm there to be surprised. And hopefully I'll see it today, because what have we got left after today? Was it another two home games left after today? Brentford and Chelsea. They're going to have to give something back. They're going to have to put a little bit more willing in. There's only Ralph who can really change it personnel-wise. I'd love to see Garnacho and Hannibal get minutes today. I really would. That would sort of pick the fans up, because they have been the bright spot this season, dealing with, like I said, the ever degrading facilities on training at Carrington, and falling behind the rest of the league. For the women's team and the youth teams to do so well this season is a plus point. And for them to actually get game time, you know what I mean, if you had like a Langer, Garnacho and Hannibal on the pitch by the end of today, that would be something for the fans to actually take away from the game. That's all I'm clinging on to. I feel the season is over. I've said that weeks ago. But right now it's about more important things. It's the bigger picture. It's moving forward with Manchester United. Going off the videos that we've done this week, the live videos, you could see at least 10 players leaving this summer. And players of note. That would be 10 players that would get straight into another Premier League team. 10 first team players, you could say. United could be rinsing about £1 million a week in wages off the playing staff this summer. Let that sink in. That is a monumental amount of change. And that is what is needed at this football club right now. today falls into insignificance. It really does. Off the pitch is more important than what happens on the pitch today. In terms of football reasons, yeah, on the pitch we need to win just to solidify maybe a Europa League place, but that is it. My team today, just so you know, it's going out on my socials later anyway, but my team today would be back four of Bailly, Lindelof, Telles and Dalot with De Gea in goal. I'd have a midfield three of Bruno, Hannibal and Matic, Elanga, Ronaldo and Garnacho up front. 4-3-3. That's my formation. I feel you've got energy to burn in there. You've got players that will press. Matic can hold. Ronaldo can be the focal point. There you go. Go out and actually treat a relegation poor football team in Norwich for what they really are and go at them. That's what I would say for today. That is all I'm going to say for today in this game. What comes afterwards, I will discuss with you guys on the fan vlogs later on. But that's how I see the game. Hopefully we see an entertaining game. That's all we can hope for. Something to get our teeth into. Cheers for watching, everybody. Like, share and subscribe to United Stand. As always, I will see you at Old Trafford. Hopefully with a smile on my face in the sun, because the weather looks like it's going to be okay today as well. But later on, people. See you later.